Error 404 not found.
Tonight I am supposed to be going to dinner to my friend is traveling, my friend Rafa. We would have seen him in our like St. Philip driver boat. He was supposed to be leaving the country, and by the time this is up I think he'll be gone already. I'm supposed to be going to dinner for 8:30. I usually give myself like a good hour to get ready, but I played myself. I feel like I haven't done this in so long that somehow I miscalculated my timing, and now I only have like 45 minutes to do my makeup, which is a little bit of a push. I could do it, but it's a little bit of a stretch. So I don't know if y'all would want to see me do a face, but I thought that alcohol. Oh Lord, alcohol tying in. Ooh, oh Lord. I thought that, see why you shouldn't do things when you're rushing? I trying to put in my contacts and they're not even going in. Okay, yeah. Contacts are in. Contact wearers know that if you struggle and you don't do this shit properly, it literally pokes your eye for the rest of the time. So yeah, my contacts are in. I thought that today would be a good time to talk about mental health. It's actually Mental Health Awareness Month. I think that's what it's called. I only know this because the therapist I've been visiting recently, I'm like a baby therapist goer, sent an email saying that May is Mental Health Month. So I've only done about 2 or 3 sessions so far, and literally, remember when I told y'all in my first vlog that I was not myself in lockdown? That's when I literally took the leap and I was like, Vanessa, you need to see somebody. And it's that lockdown pressured me so much that I said, oh, I need to go. I feel like I knew I had to go, or I wanted to go for a long time. I had some stuff I needed to talk through for a long time, but I don't know, I kept making excuses, and when I reached one of my lowest lows in lockdown, my friends, my close friends Shani and Keandra, they were like, no sis, you need to stop making the excuses and fix your ways. Go and figure out, talk to somebody, figure out your problems, and I guess one of the excuses, my phone is going off, one of the excuses I had for not going to therapy earlier was that, I wonder who that could be, was that, yeah, there were problems, but everybody was going through problems. Everybody had shit going on. And I felt like it was just so minute to feel so miserable about these little things that were happening. And one thing Shani told me was just because you have problems, or just because you feel like things aren't going right, or just because you feel this way, it doesn't mean that they aren't valid feelings, and doesn't mean that they don't need to be addressed. And that is something I really needed to take seriously. Like that I had to like reinstate that in my head, like, yes V, you have problems going on, you have these thoughts going on, and you need to, I can't see properly at all, and you need to address them. You really need to talk them out. Like, you can't. And if anybody knows me, right, anybody that knows me knows that I am an overthinker. I always have a million different thoughts going through my mind at one time. So I literally would be jumping from problem to problem or thing to thing in my mind, like, all the time, and having like these several conversations in my mind about all these different things. And yeah, anxiety, I had developed really bad anxiety. It really, like, my coping mechanisms were going to shit pretty much, because when I felt like I was overwhelmed and anxious about my problems, I would literally get busy. Whoa. I would literally get busy so I don't think about them. So I would preoccupy my mind with all the other things on my plate are like a million different thoughts, that I could just not think about the bad ones, or just like, you know, get myself into so many different things just so I don't have to think about my thoughts that were making me super anxious or super overwhelmed. It got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore. I could not distract myself anymore. I couldn't I just couldn't distract myself anymore. Everything, I just felt overwhelmed all the time. I started to feel sad all the time. I didn't want to do things I would usually do. I didn't want to talk to people. I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered with anything. I would literally wake up, do my work, like go back to sleep. Like, you know, it was getting to be a lot. So as I said, I started therapy. I think I did something wrong. That's what's happening when you're talking. I ain't paying attention because I don't know what kind of look I want to do. So yeah, I went to my first therapy visit in the beginning. I think it was the beginning of April or the middle of April. I actually go to Ink Blot. That's on Instagram. I'm gonna put their page, I guess, here. I'll probably put their page there. Yeah, I started going to Ink Blot. Why I chose Ink Blot? Their social media honestly caught my eye. That's the honest truth. Their social media caught my eye. I followed their Instagram, their content. It just seemed super relatable, especially to my generation, millennials. I liked their content a lot, and I liked the online booking system, all that jazz. I like things to be at my fingertips. I like to see when times are available and how much it is and everything. So I like that everything was at my fingertips for me to make my initial appointment, my initial consultation. So I did that. I went to my therapist. I don't know, maybe later I'll share with you who my therapist is and how my therapy visits have been going. But my first therapy visit, I was so nervous, guys. Up until the day of my visit, I was like anxious beyond. I was so emotional. My anxiety was through the roof. Driving there, my hands were shaking. Like, I'm telling y'all, guys, what am I doing? I need some tissue. I telling y'all, my anxiety was through the roof. And the thing is, I couldn't even understand why I felt so scared by this step. I guess because it was a change and I didn't know what to anticipate. This ain't giving what I want to give, but alright. Yeah, I was really anxious, nervous. I don't understand why. I guess because it was a change, and it's literally opening up to a stranger, allowing a stranger to know things about you that a lot of people don't know. So yeah, that really had me. That lit me for 6, to be honest. And I got in the room with my therapist, we chat and stuff like that, and I cried, guys. I was emotional, and I'm an emotional girl. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a very emotional girl. I cried. I just did something I didn't like. But yeah, I cried. I was really emotional, but by the end of it, I felt so, like, after one session, I felt relief. I felt real relief, and I felt like excited to go on the journey and to be finally making the change to, what is that? Oh my god, guys, what the frig, I just shift the bag that my gimbal does be in, and like biscuit follow all over my desk and in my makeup. That is so popped down. Ugh. So I felt so relieved to finally be on the journey. And she gave me homework to do and stuff like that. And after doing my homework, it opened up so much to me, like, mentally. And like, you think, so why I couldn't do this at home? Why I couldn't, like, do this without somebody's help? But wanna is saying different, yeah. So it made me super excited, and I actually told her when it came back to my second session, I was like, yo, I don't know what you did, but this made me so excited to be on this journey. And I could already see such a change in my demeanor, the way I'm thinking, like my mindset. The change was, I'm not saying that everybody's change is going to be like that, but some of the things she said to me and some of the things that she told me to remind myself of, and I was kind of like guilting myself for some of my thoughts, and she reminded me that the thoughts are valid and there was no need for me to guilt myself. So those things that she like told me and I had to continuously remind myself kind of help, or they are kind of helping with the journey and stuff like that. What else can I tell you guys about therapy? My course of therapy, because I feel like I've needed help for so long, she was recommending a more frequent visit. So there was a point where she told me I'll be visiting every week just to go through some of the stuff I was dealing with. I'm not saying everybody's time is gonna be like that. Yeah, I made decisions that I'm just gonna cut certain things out because my mental health is a priority. And I decided a while ago I wanted to become more holistically well, so mind, body, spirit. And I would always be focusing on the body and focusing on like spirit, but my mind was never clear, and I couldn't reach the goals I wanted to reach efficiently because I would feel up here in body and down here in mind, and that would mess up my cycle. It's hard to balance it all, but I wasn't paying enough attention to the mental, and I regret not doing the therapy step sooner rather than later. So yeah, I don't know what else. Is there anything else I want to say about therapy? I don't really think so. I will probably give you guys a therapy update soon enough. I would suggest, if you do feel mentally drained, if you do feel, what do I want to put on now? I finished with this. I can't bother. It ain't looking different on that camera, but I can't bother right now. It's just a little brown look. If you do feel mentally drained, if you feel like, what do I want to do? I did this. Let me find some foundation. If you feel like, you need to talk it out, as my therapist and Shani said to me, just because you have problems and you don't feel that your problems are bigger than other people's problems, that doesn't mean that they aren't problems and your feelings aren't relevant. I would suggest you do your research, look for therapists. It's okay if you don't like the therapist that you're with. It's your money, it's your mental health. You can always change, you can always switch therapists. It's a little, I won't lie, the process is a little expensive. It is a little bit expensive. That's the honest truth. But you can't put a price on your mental health. You can't put a price on your mental health. You can't put a price on your physical health. That's how I feel, to be honest. So I would pay my money and go to the gym. I would pay my money and go to the therapist. That's the truth. Yeah, shop around if you need to. I ain't a pro to this thing. I still know a baby therapist go. As I said before, I'm like walking myself through it. But yeah, guys, I would definitely recommend, even now in Mental Health Awareness Month, take the step and try one session. If it ain't for you, you don't gotta go back, Yeah, I think that's all. I will come back and maybe I will vlog throughout the night. I'm going to what that bar name? Six Mix. Going to Six Mix. I gotta hold that my clothes still fit, cause the girl ain't been out in a minute. I surprised I could still put on a little makeup. Gotta hope my lashes don't flop. But yeah, the girl going to Six Mix. As I said, I'm supposed to be there for 8:30, and it's 7:46 now. So I got like 15 minutes, 30 minutes to leave home. I will show you guys my look when it's completed. Be right back, guys. This is the finished look. I know it's very simple, very blah, but I'm a lover of black. I love a good black, and it's made it look a lot less bigger than you actually are. So yeah, y'all can let me know if y'all want to see more makeup stuff. I'm not a pro, trust me, but y'all can see as I try out new looks. If y'all want me to do that, sure, I can. I just did these two little braids, like two little short braids here, because I don't really plaster sweet, and these two braids here, and then I put like some like curling stuff in my puffs, my little puffs. So yeah, let's see how the night goes, guys.
adventures in life, new adventures, lots of prosperity, bro.
Guys, I ain't got none of dinner, right? But this is one of the funniest nights I have had in a long time. All for Sweet Boy Rafa. I owe so many sweet boys. Oh, so many sweet boys. It's prom, Shani. It's prom. Cheese. It's prom. Cheese. No, but I have been laughing the whole night. The whole night. I love it. Yes. I love it.
Sir.
Sweet boy. It's a video. Hey. Listen. You and the a good time always.
What? I was gonna hug you when you get hug. Come, let me get a hug now.
I told you. Gang, gang.
You are a hugger or not?
Come
Error 404 not found.
Unable to compute.
You can be back soon, though. You can be back soon.
I'll show you what, the cameraman.
I am back inside, guys. Back inside. It felt good to be outside, but some of these spots I passed, it was looking a little too COVIDy for me. Too COVIDy. But anyway, our line tonight was just to tell our guy Rafa goodbye. Rafa's always a vibe, man. He has an energy that is like, he is bringing 110%, and you don't even have to ask him. That's just how he is. 110% all the time. Love it. I always have a good time with Rafa. Yeah, tonight was a vibe. It was really good. We went to Six Mix, as I think I said before, for dinner. The wings were good. The wings were really good. The wings are always good. I got the sweet chili Thai. The service, I've had better service at Six Mix, but you know, I guess homegirl may have been a little bit stressed out. But yeah, I would definitely recommend Six Mix for their wings. I think they have a brunch menu as well. I want to try it out eventually. So right now I am about to just take off this makeup. Yeah, I am calling it a night. Bye guys.